Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. So this is a video that I wasn't too keen on doing, but I was out taking some footage yesterday. Now if you've already seen this footage, that was my last video that I've just posted regarding the comparison difference between 4K and 2.7K. And that test was actually the start of something completely different. It was actually supposed to be a range test in an urban environment. So as sad as I didn't really want to do this, after consulting with another YouTuber, obviously you know who you are if you're watching this, and consulting with other people that actually have bought the DJI Mini 2, I feel it's my duty to just talk about these two major problems that I've found with this. So let's get started. Right, so the story goes, I was trying to do a urban range test using the DJI Mini 2, and I thought it'd be a great idea to, obviously, as you know, in my videos I've done quite a few tests with this, and I've done another range test previously in an urban environment, but I thought, no, I'll push it further. I'll do a range test with the Mini 2, and I'll do it against the Mini 1, both with standard controller, with some extenders and bits and pieces. And obviously I'm a consumer as well, okay? So obviously I don't get sent this drone by DJI, I'm a customer, and obviously I've bought this using my hard-earned money. So I want to talk about these two issues that obviously hopefully will get fixed eventually, but certainly occur with this drone right now. Firstly is the actual ocusync. I had a huge amount of preconceived idea that ocusync was going to be the world-beating connection that we're told that it is. However, I ruffled a few feathers when I proved that the Mini 1 can do better than what this could with ocusync, just using a simple set of range extenders. Obviously, go check that video out if you haven't seen it already. So then I thought I'd do a range test in an urban environment. And again, I do hold my hands up and say, all right, maybe the urban environment wasn't as urban as what it could be. But either way, the Mini 2 did do that a little bit better than the Mini. But again, it wasn't by great strides. And then what I want to talk to you about today is, again, ocusync. And is it really worth it? Does it even exist on this drone? It's crazy. So yesterday I went out and did a range test, as I've just mentioned. And then, cut long story short, I'm going to show you the footage now. I'm going to speed it up. Long story short, the Mini 1 with no extenders, just a standard controller on a manual 5.8 GHz channel, which was obviously the point of this urban environment. You're supposed to use 5.8 GHz. Got me near enough the same distance as what ocusync did on a 5.8 GHz channel. So I thought, right, okay, maybe there's a issue, maybe I shouldn't use a manual channel. So I gave the Mini 2 a chance, and then I decided I was going to rerun the test but leave it on dual band. And again, I only gained about 200 meters more compared to what I'd just done with the Mini 1. And quite frankly, at the minute, obviously, I understand that obviously other people have got different results and you guys might be fully happy. But in this environment, which as you can see I'm flying at 50 meters. And obviously it'd be easy for you guys to say, well, you should fly higher. Yeah, I should. But at the end of the day, ocusync 2.0 on the Mini 2 is supposed to be so much better than the Mini 1. But they got pretty much the same distance. And I think that's quite incredible. So guys, if you've got any ideas at how you can improve the ocusync 2.0 range, let me know. Like I said, I'm a consumer as well. I just tried to do absolutely impartial tests on this channel, but I must admit I'm thoroughly disappointed with that. With ocusync at the moment, it's just not giving me the range that I was expecting. Anyway, on to point 2. So once again, point 2 is with basically, again, just footage I've tried to do. The question I've got to ask myself at the moment is, the 4K I've tested does produce absolutely perfect footage. I mean, obviously, like I said, if you haven't checked out my latest video, please go do check that out, where I do compare this directly with the Mini 2. The Mini 1. But 4K looks good on a big TV when you've got a 4K television, basically. On most of your tablets or phones or anything like that, both of them are going to look good. But at the minute, this is proving to be almost unusable for video footage. Now, a problem that you guys might have already seen on other people's videos, and again, I was a little bit reluctant to mention it, but like I said, I'm a consumer myself, so I felt it's my duty to make a video about this. Just erratic gimbal tilt. It's driving me up the wall. Obviously, it is present on some of the videos that I've done, but most of it, I've actually just cut it out because I think it looks terrible. So, cut long story short, when I was flying, bearing in mind it was quite in reasonable winds, but nothing that the drone couldn't cope with. So I'm flying along, as you can see on screen now. I'm flying along, and I physically, as I was obviously flying along, fair enough, this Mini is capable of a little bit more tilt to fight the wind, but the wind wasn't even in the direction that I was actually facing, so it shouldn't have needed to work that hard. But I kept getting these erratic sort of gimbal tilt down movements. But not only that, the tilt down movements wouldn't be too bad, but when I'm flying straight or on a side, I'm getting these weird sort of horizontal tilts to the left or the right. And again, you can see that on the screen right now. And it's especially noticeable in sort of normal or sport mode. In sort of cine mode, it doesn't seem too bad. But in sport and normal mode especially, it's really present. And obviously, it's just getting to the stage now where it's like, well, DJI, I think, must know that this is an issue because there's so many videos about this, and I didn't think I was doing justice if I didn't do a video mentioning it. You know, because you guys are obviously going to see it yourself if you buy one. Yeah, just like I say, it's not a bashing of DJI. Obviously, they produce absolutely fantastic drones. The picture quality that's coming out of this, and again, I will say the wind resistance is a lot better. This footage that I'm showing you now, I was getting constant wind warnings with the Mini one, where I think I got maybe one when I was flying this one, which is even more strange for the gimbal movements, really, considering this is supposed to be able to handle the wind a lot better. But guys, I just felt like I had to put that video out there just to show you what my experience is. I will be doing a full-on sort of review, a full-on review, maybe in a few days' time. And like I said, I am trying to do this range test. But like I said, I just felt I had to tell you the results because at the end of the day, you know, some of you that have subscribed to me for a while now have seen my post where I said, you know, this is what I was attempting to do, and I wasn't going to post it because I didn't think it gave conclusive results. But now I'm starting to think it did give conclusive results, and the ocusync 2.0 just isn't performing as good as what I feel it should be. You know, we're sold on a 10km FCC version or a 6km CE version, and I'm just seeing none of that. And bearing in mind, just to address this, obviously I fully appreciate you guys are just going to say, fly 100 meters, fly 100 meters and you're fine. Not everybody wants to fly at 100 meters. At the end of the day, providing I mirror the path taken on when I'm doing tests between the 1 and the 2, and providing I'm stuck at the same height, that's a fair test. Right, so obviously I just wanted to address those two issues. DJI are a reputable company, and obviously they know what they're doing, and there's absolutely no doubt in my mind that these issues will get rectified. Obviously we know that they'll work on fixes, and obviously I'm not the only person that's having these issues, but I have full confidence in DJI that they will fix these two little problems, and obviously, you know, make some other improvements during its sort of life while it's on the market. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate I've gone on a little bit too long. Really appreciate if you've stuck to the end. Again, hopefully you've enjoyed this, and don't forget to click the subscribe button. It really does help the channel out, and see you on the next video.